That's something nice. Eat good food. Make good choices.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country.
On my leg then.
If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop.
And now for New Square Station, folks, please make sure to remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. This will be a destination for any attractions in Frontierland and Disneyland or Critter Country. It's also the closest stop to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Thanks very much and enjoy the rest of your night here at Disneyland.
Watch your back.
Keep all hands, arms, and legs inside of the train at all times. Please make sure to supervise any small children, making sure they are seated away from any of the train openings or seated on an adult's lap. Our next stop is going to be at Mickey's Toontown, but thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your trip.
I wonder what's going to happen for that depot. They said they'd be stopping at Toontown Depot.
Imagine if it breaks down at Mickey's Toon, we're gonna have to walk.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
That's new.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laughing Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Brer Rabbit, and Brer Bear on their fun-filled adventures. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontiers that looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, me neither.
There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of ear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown.
We have our
Marching
beacons.
home where Mickey, Minnie, and all
have
their
our
friends
beacons.
live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please...
Right now, approaching Mickey's Toontown Depot, folks. Please make sure to remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. Secure destination for the Matterhorn bobsled or in the small stopping destination for Fantasyland. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your stay here at Disneyland. Small children, making sure their seats away from any of the train openings. As another reminder, our next stop is going to be at Tomorrowland Station. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your trip.
You okay?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imaginable. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and axes.
We now approaching Tomorrowland Station, so please make sure to remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. To your destination for attractions such as Space Mountain, Star Tours, Autopia, or Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blaster. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the day at Disneyland.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland.
We're now approaching Main Street Station, folks. Please make sure to remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. Just as another reminder, if you have any strollers or wheelchairs, please keep them folded until you reach the bottom of the staircase. As the station does not have any together tonight here at
Real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just... This is Main Street Station, Street USA.